Welcome back. This is State of Decay 2 beta testing. We're in Cascade Hills right now, and you can see the recap on the screen. We've cleared 5 Plague Hearts last time up in the northwest, and our goal for this playthrough is going to be to scout and smash as many of the Plague Hearts in the southwest of the map as we can, and really just try to clear the map. This should be the last bastion of Plague Hearts. They're all packed in really tight, like sardines. If we can get through it and clear it out, we'll kind of see what else the beta gives to us as far as endgame stuff goes. We're not going to go into testing leader, endgame quests, because none of that changed as far as the beta goes. We're really just testing the Plague Heart and infestation mechanics. But I'll give you my feedback at the end once we get through it. But let's clear this recap off the screen, and then we'll get to hunting some Plague Hearts. So, got our guy here. He's in okay shape. He's got enough mats on him that we can scout. We're going to get in here. We've got 6 left to go. So we're going to get in here, and I think we're going to try to get to this cell tower. We're also going to go up and on our base right now on the gun shop, which has about 35 minutes of explosives left. Actually, no, not on the gun shop.
No way.
We're going to do it on this outpost. We're going to turn lures on here. We're going to start luring any infesting hordes into this direction. It's our solar farm. We're in a good shape for everything else, mats and whatnot. Our vehicle must be like right here. It's a Mirage, apparently, or something. Something's right here. It used to be our vehicle. I don't know. It's like a weird thing to run around. But apparently they've moved our truck. Okay. We do not have a two-hander in the trunk, so we're going to grab one real quick.
Damn, this shit is heavy.
The other thing we want to do is just make sure we've got... we don't have enough parts to set up a drone, so we actually want to get some stuff scrapped so we can get a drone going up for drone strikes. We need parts if we want to keep our traps going, etc. So we're going to make sure we've got everything taken care of in our base right now. We don't need to do any preventative care. We don't have pathology anyway. Okay. So that'll get going on that. We'll just scrap a few weapons here just to give us some parts in case we need them. And one of these was kind of broken. Okay, and then we'll just get rid of these bolts because we don't need these. We're not really going to be selling anything, need to sell anything anytime soon, but that puts us pretty well set for parts. Their traps going off. Okay. This is kind of a deep drive into Plague territory, but we're going to have to figure that out because there's already one Plague Heart that's awake over here. Not sure where. But we're going to try to sort that out really quickly here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking we got a plague heart nearby.
Loader. Don't want any of that. I'm just gonna... Hopefully we can cruise through here with no big screamer action. Oh, there's a screamer right there.
As long as that plague heart's around.
Well, that's unfortunate.
This place ain't ever gonna feel safe.
It's alright. I guess we're making things interesting right off the bat. Maybe they'll go away.
Got a plague heart in sight. That place might have outpost potential. I just spotted a bloater. Check it out. Yeah, nothing more to see here.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that group down below is going. Meanwhile... we must have woken this one up, and I guess this one was already awake. Oh, there's a hostile enclave down there. Excellent. Making life easier for us. Well, first thing we're going to do is take out this plague heart that's back here, which is guaranteed, I think, to wake up the plague heart that's going to be next to it, but I don't think it'll wake up these other two. So we will... Looks like these guys down here don't seem to remember that we were up there, so yeah, we've got that marked. I just want to see really quickly where that... I can't see it from here. It's alright. So we've got that group that's going to be kind of helping us out here in a way. I don't really want to wake up the other plague heart yet, but I'm going to have to kill one or two of these guys if they don't get out of my way here shortly, because I'd rather kill one now than to have to fight like 10 of them at night. Feel like he's going to turn. Maybe not. Oh, taking too long here, buddy. Oops. Doing the mission. Uh-oh. Didn't realize it was a 3-fer. A 4-fer. Okay. get over that one. Come on, swing better. Okay.
Getting low on that.
Fucking A.
Trying to get.
That's what I'm talking about!
Try to get this under control here.
Getting low on that.
Out of pills, so
Fire in the hole!
it's not a good throw.
Man, this place fucking reeks. This thing's getting fucked up. Another plague heart's down
Alright,
for the count.
one plague heart dead,
Start securing
and
this area, I guess.
one waking up.
I hope nothing heard that.
Probably gonna turn on my flashlight for that fight. Sorry, folks. Strong painkillers. Oh, good. The two-hander, some 9mm rounds. That's good. We want to unload that. Drop that for now. We don't need anything else. We've got a two-hander. With his... Whoops. Oh, no.
Damn, this
There we go.
shit is heavy.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of thought we might wake up that one. There's a little more. Okay, it's up that side road there. We'll leave the extortionist to deal with that plague heart for now. We do have a toolkit in the back. Oh, that's a really bad one. Alright, let's see what we have here for... We don't have a command for our drones. Let's get that going.
Alright, guys. I'm ready to get back in the game.
Okay. I'm just going to use... See where this one's at. I think I saw it on the other side. Yeah, right in the living room there. Okay.
Tire out lugging this shit around.
I don't have a powerhouse, so...
I'm slowing down.
fast hit off on there. Oh.
The zombies get a lot easier to collect if they aren't exactly intact. It were more.
Think about it.
There we go. It's not what I want to do.
This thing's getting fucked up. Blakeheart's fucking dead. Piece by piece, we're taking back this town.
Oh.
These filthy fucking muertos making me sick.
Yeesh. Dang it. What the? Usually there's a tiny bit of peace while you're looting stuff up, but apparently not today. Okay, so we're gonna grab that. I could use the first aid kit to just get rid of some of the injuries here. Throw those in there. Throw those in there. I'm not sure how much endurance this guy has left.
Empty.
We'll just throw that in there for now, but
Things are looking up.
but he's also kind of messed up, like really kind of messed up for plague stuff, and he's my plague guy. He's my plague heart guy. So 4. All right, we got 4 left. We know they're all down here. It's a good sign. We're gonna head back to the outpost, and we'll see if he's gotten tired by then. We'll probably swap him out as opposed to using medical. We may use medical facilities to prop him back up, but I think we're probably just going to swap him out.
Shit. A lot of plague zombies around here.
Probably going to use a repair kit, a tool kit on our truck here as well. Oh, good. We got some doors back on there. We actually, I wanted to dump some of that 9mm back in the. Yeah, we'll put the plague samples and the
Got no room for
9mm
that.
and. This can go in there. Throw all that in there. Yeah, I think we're going to swap this guy out. So it's fine. We'll just grab all the stuff fresh on somebody else. Doesn't really need a gun at this point, but we'll just give him one, and then. And we'll leave it to our sheriff. He's the only guy. Rube might be the only guy that if I get my cardio up, I could actually get Powerhouse on. Nobody else has had even the option for Powerhouse, which would give you way more damage on your two-handers, on your heavy weapons when you're beating up plague hearts. I'm gonna make sure this gun, yeah, that gun's in fine shape. Fine shape. This gun is a little messed up. Grab our other. Okay, we already got a two-hander in the trunk. We're taking strong painkillers and lots of them. Stimulants. I could use scent block. That would let me would poison me, but it would let me, you know, kind of get through the other ones. We also have a lot of hardware we can use. A Willy Pete can take out most of a plague heart. We'll take that with us. We're going to take a lot of fire. And then, I mean, the bloater cloud, well, there are some angry people over there. Why not? So we got meds, stamina, fire, some explosives, another thing of fuel, and another toolkit for the truck. Now, I do have a thing of plague cure that I could bring. We'll bring that as well. Toolkit and fuel for sure. The cure in the truck. I think everything else we can carry. I mean, I should have brought those. I'll just carry those too. And then there was like one. I feel like there was one other thing that I wanted out of here. Oh yeah, scent block. So if we do the scent block, we're gonna wanna maybe even start on one of these plague hearts that's not awake. Do that one, come over and hit this one here. And then head to the last one. See if we can make it. All right. Getting a little darker, but I mean, it's daytime. We may be able to just take these things out
How would I get this job again?
now.
I need a breather. Fire in the hole! That sure left a mark. It's hurting. Don't let up now. Well, you weren't so fucking tough. That's how we take back our town.
Oh, the other one's still asleep. That's crazy.
Okay, Zed's around, but we can't
Seems
secure
crazy.
the place with a plague heart close by.
Right?
Almost down. Okay, scratch one plague heart. I don't know about you, but I feel safer already.
It's odd that it didn't wake up the other plague heart. No explosives, so this is what it is. Alright, well. I didn't really need to use any meds, I didn't really need to use any stamina, and yeah. I mean, it's what happens when you use your explosives. Okay, that other one didn't wake up, so I guess we're gonna go nail the other sleeping one.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this might just clear up.
Even though, yeah, that's interesting. Alright, drone hack is online. Alright, can't drone strike. I don't think we can drone strike from there. I think I saw it in this room. Well, I'm not sure where I saw it now. Maybe it's in the kitchen. Honestly. Not in the bathroom. Oh, it's in this room. Yeah.
Getting low on that.
Come on now. Jump. Just did that so I could break through the door.
It's hurting. Don't let up now.
Oh, listen where you get stuck. Try not to get stuck.
I gotta catch my breath.
Bring harder. Oh my gosh, run faster. There we go.
This place is a waste of time.
Not so bad. Get stuck by this tub sometimes. Good. Fire. Energy drinks.
Last one left.
Okie dokie. You heard her. Only one left.
I say we kill this last plague heart and call our town safe.
Whoops.
I need a drone strike. Stat.
Oops. That was not the best spot to throw
Let
a
us know where
drone
you want
strike.
this thing.
I don't know what my brain was thinking. I don't think that's
Okay,
gonna
did what
hit.
I could. You're on your own.
Oh no, it did.
We're all clear. Hopefully we're starting a trend.
Wow, you can be pretty far away and nail the plague heart through the door.
People, we just kicked the blood plague's ass out of this town. What do we do for an encore?
Next, we get to work fixing up this town. I have a few ideas on how to do it.
So I guess I sort of have to qualify, you know, what a normal playthrough is, right? I tried to keep it relatively normal in terms of, you know, getting through the map, taking out the plague hearts and stuff like that. But yet including taking into account like the changes that they've done with plague hearts and infestations. Now, even that little end round right there you saw taking out the last half dozen plague hearts really wasn't anything that departs from playing the game normally. The difficulty is on, as I've mentioned before, Nightmare, Lethal. So I had 28 plague hearts on the map,
I just found.
but the difficulty, the action difficulty, you know, you saw the ferals aren't blood ferals, right? They're the nightmare level ferals. Triple packs, etc., kind of going on. But for one step down from the highest level of play, not plague heart wise, but you know, difficulty wise, that sweep right there wasn't anything that you wouldn't have played through before. There were a couple, you know, you could see if you were looking on the map earlier when I was scouting out, there was an infestation, an infesting horde that one of the active plague hearts had sent out, but it had gotten picked up by this enemy enclave. This hostile enclave must have been shooting it, depriving it of some strength passing through or whatever. I also noticed in previous playthroughs how when I turned lures on, it would not only deplete an existing infestation, but it could lure infestation. It could lure just a horde, wandering hordes, like infesting hordes, from really far away. They didn't seem to have to be nearby. When I had an infestation down here next to an outpost, when I turned on lures, it drained the infestation. It drained the hordes out of the infestation and eventually just got rid of it. Like there was it wasn't inside the circle getting blown up either. It was drawing them out, for at least the best I could tell. We can, go back and look at the previous playthroughs to verify that, but that's what I got out of it. So at this point, for example, if I go to my base and I go to my Tartan Mart and I say, well, I just want to clear that out and protect my base, activated, and it shows up that it's here, but the next time I go by there, it'll be gone. And with my lures, with a lure, maybe this is too far away to have lures on to draw it out. I'm not sure. Maybe it would have just fallen apart over time as it is. That's another thing to look at. But I know now with these traps active, if I drove home, it would be gone by the time I got there anyway. Sorry, that's a little off the main topic here, but the main thrust for me is I did change how I use outposts. I did change why I pick outposts, and I did change how I gather some resources. I put an emphasis early on because I knew I needed ammo and I knew I needed fuel. So early on, my emphasis was on taking this ammo depot over here, this military checkpoint, and I took I don't think I took this fuel tanker. I think eventually I took this fuel tanker over here to be getting ammo and fuel. Now, when I picked up, this is another thing too. It affects maybe some of your skill choices, because normally you'd say, if you're a person that likes energy drinks, for example, get a chemist and get a cook, because then you want a kitchen so you can craft energy drinks, right? Well, another benefit to having a chemist is just by having chemistry, the 2 ammo and 2 fuel cost to activate traps on an outpost becomes just 2 ammo and 75 parts. So it's always 2 ammo, 75 parts, and 2 fuel. Chemistry removes the 2 fuel cost. So that all of a sudden makes, your economy of activating traps way better just by having a chemist on staff. On top of that, if he specializes in munitions, this gives you another benefit to having someone who has the munition specialty. It doubles the duration of your traps from 1.5 hours to 3 hours. So 2 days worth of traps. Now for only 2 ammo basically means with that specialist, it's costing you 1 ammo and 37.5, 30, whatever it is. 37.5 parts per day to keep traps active on 1 outpost. Now, I had traps active on multiple outposts. Right now I have them active on 2. At one point when I had, when Plague Hearts started randomly awakening, I was getting about 1 a day, I would say. It was like I'd gone for about an hour and a half. I'd cleared the last Plague Heart that I had accidentally woken up, or that I wandered into and woke up, and I cleared that, and it'd been about an hour to an hour and a half, and then a Plague Heart woke up. So it'd been about a game day. I don't know that I had more than 1 awake at a time, because that one woke up and I said, well, it was down here. I'm going to turn on traps and lures and keep that tied up while I take care of a couple Plague Hearts that I wanted to clear out up above, because I had a quest and I wanted to deal with the ones that were closest to my base. So I did that, and then I went down and took out that Plague Heart that was active. And then I think eventually another plague heart over here in the west woke up. But that was my next play anyway. All these plague hearts that were on the left side of the map, the west side of the map over here. That's all I had left. I'd cleared everything east of this second river here. Everything to the east was already, all those plague hearts I took out. So it was really easy for me to set up outposts to block against the next area. So it really impacts the way you might consider playing your game to make it, I would say, a little more strategic. It gives you perhaps a little more purpose when you're choosing your outposts. I mean, overall, the beta changes, this is kind of how I felt when I did my initial impressions video. After I'd done some testing, I'd done some playing already, and I gave a sort of a 10-minute initial impressions video about the strategy that you could do. And then I said I'm going to enact that strategy going through this playthrough. I feel about the same because the gameplay didn't change much. I was worried a little bit that the infestations would get out of hand, the sieges would get out of hand, it makes the game no fun. That was some of the complaints that people had. But if you go back and look through my playthrough, I didn't play overly cautious. You saw right here this last hour, I just smashed into things. I didn't really have much regard for infestations or dealing with them or mitigating them, because really if you pick where your outposts are going to be and you're thoughtful about it, you're strategic about it, you can mitigate a lot of the pain that infestations, this new infestation tied to plague heart mechanic brings to the game. If the good thing is there's no longer, you're starting on the map, you've just got established in your first base, you just got an outpost, there's plague hearts all the way across the map, and some infestation over here on the way far west side is making your survivors poopy pants. That doesn't happen anymore. You don't have to go like all the way to the other side of the map. This game is filthy for giving you missions popping up at seemingly inopportune times. You really want to go take out this plague heart? Oh, rescue this survivor over here. You really want to do something? Oh, a wandering trader has shown up, and there's a wandering trader. 10 minutes left. It's probably the special book guy. Nah, he's the food trader. All of those, it will give you lots of missions, and those missions are great if you want to achieve things, add enclaves, add stuff like that. So sometimes you're going to want to do them. But with any game where you have limited resources and you're forced into making meaningful decisions, you have to decide, do we take this mission and go and try to rescue this survivor? Or do we say, you know what? It's too big of a risk. We can't do it. And you take a pass on it. But otherwise, like playing through, I was picky. I'm like, I need food outposts because I decided this playthrough I'm not going to do any gardening. I'm just going to use food outposts. So I incorporated that into my strategy. I had both the fuel tanker and the food outpost. And actually, when I had awoken a plague heart and it came in, it was sending hordes after my stuff. I barely had activated traps in time on this food outpost before a pile of flaming zombies came crashing through the window. It was kind of traumatic. And it was an armored Zed. So I had to beat him up or shoot him or, drive away in my car and get caught on fire. Anyway, I think this is definitely an improvement over the current system. Maybe there are some tweaks that they can do. There are some other people who have, again, it may be playing on lethal or whatnot, who may have a harsher criticism for the plague system. Maybe they want to just control the infestations or whatever, and leave them on the map. And that's fine. That's something you just sort of have to deal with. Or maybe they, I don't want to have to go take out this plague heart that's awake. I wanted to take out this plague heart up here that's awake. you know, I want to play the game my way, right, kind of thing. You still can. I mean, and I gave the example earlier how there was a plague heart awake down here. I didn't want to have to deal with it. I wanted to deal with plague hearts up here, so I turned on traps. I turned on lures. That plague heart was under control. I had 2 days, you know, worth of trap action right next to plague heart. And then when I went to finally take care of the plague heart, I was already like halfway to because it was in this building over here. I was already halfway to that building, in a protected trap-filled zone. So, and I'm not saying I'm not here to counter all the criticism, because like I said, you can't possibly please everybody. But I think the improvements are there. I think as is right now, the game is more difficult, even though you don't have to drive across the map to get rid of an infestation. Because of the sleeping, waking, the plague hearts will send infestations mechanic, because it puts you into a situation of saying you either have to deal with an infestation near your base that's going to set up maybe to be a siege on your base, or you have to deal with a plague heart that is spawning them. It puts you into, you know, you still have choices that you can make, and they're sort of meaningful choices. But if you're like me, and you think like, well, I don't know that I want to be burning my resources on these infestations and stuff like that. I'm just going to go and take out the plague heart. And I'll take that risk that taking out that plague heart wakes up another plague heart, which it can, and sometimes it did. That's the risk you're taking. I mean, you do get the reward. You get the guts from the plague heart. You shut down that one plague heart's attack on your base. You know, I don't know. I think I'd like to see if there are any final tweaks. I know there are a couple bugs that they had to sort out. Also, I think I noticed, like, in my base, like, now I'm losing 1 a day. Before, I was losing 0 a day when I had 3 food outposts. I upgraded 1 food outpost and got rid of another food outpost. So I have net the same amount of food, but now I'm minus 1 a day. Maybe there's some bug with 3 food outposts. I might go back and look at that. I'm not sure. But I'd like to see, at this point, I'd like to see what winds up on live. Do they turn down the frequency of infestation spawns and things like that? Maybe turned up really high for lethal. I know they had a couple other bugs they had to fix with how many Zeds you had to kill with a car to wake plague hearts up on lethal and stuff like that. But that's for after things are live. But that's it. I think that's going to be it. It's going to be the end of the series. I don't really need to do anything with this place. I'm not going to do the end mission. You know, I could drive up to my home base and see that thing's gone. You know, I'll just do it just to get home. I'm also curious to see if the number of zombies has gone down. There were some really egregiously ginormous hordes along the road. Two jugs, 3 ferals, and a microphone. I don't know, really large wandering hordes. And okay, so for example, like, I'm in the defensive circle now. Oh, it's the one around the corner or something. Yeah. So it goes away. You get close. It's just kind of gone from the closeness. Kind of how things don't really spawn until you're there.
I'm back and alive. What's good?
Nice to see you're still alive, amigo.
Yeah. So that's it. That's it for the corner office. I don't think I'm going to be doing any other beta stuff. I don't see them doing any other updates to beta for any more testing. If they put out more testing, I'll probably partake in that. Otherwise, I'm just going to wait for the game to go live and then see what the final changes are. But the beta's still out there. If you're on Steam, you can go to Steam. You can You can look up how to pull the beta down for yourself, test it with your existing communities. Doesn't hurt them to port them over to beta. And see how it is for yourself. So let me know in the comments if there's, your thoughts on this update. Did you like it? Did you hate it?